Gotcha.
All right, man. Floor is yours.
First, I just want to thank Rick Spellman, Coach Zimmer, and the Will family just for giving me the opportunity and having the faith and just the picking me to join the Minnesota Vikings. This is definitely a dream come true. Just growing up as a kid, just wanting to be in this moment and to be a Viking, I couldn't be more happier. It's a real moment for sure. And I'm just so grateful to be a Minnesota Vikings, and I can't wait to get to work with all my teammates and the coaches.
Thanks, Christian. First question is we'll go to Joe Schmidt. And if anybody else has questions, please just put your name in the chat. Thank you.
Congratulations, Christian. I'm just wondering, Rick Spielman said tonight that was the first time he talked to you. Had the Vikings shown some interest in you, or are you a little bit surprised that they stepped up and grabbed you?
I think I had one Zoom meeting with the Vikings, with the O-line coach. We went over like a few plays and everything, like an install. Just like to get to know each other and everything. But it definitely was surprising. But I knew anything could happen. And I knew like this could be a possible like situation that I could be put into. And I'm just happy to be a Viking.
Next, we'll go Dave and then Hobie.
Hey, Christian, when you were in Zoom meetings with coaches and stuff for the Vikings, what did you tell them about yourself?
I told them this type of player they're going to get. I'm a hard worker, a guy who's going to do whatever it takes to win, basically, and be the best player I can be. A guy who's going to watch extra film and like listen to the veterans and just do extra on and off the field, no matter what it be, just to be the best player I can be.
We'll go Hobie and then Andy next.
Hey, Christian, of course, you're just getting drafted, but do you feel like you have what it takes to come in and step in here and kind of be that starting left tackle and lock that spot on down moving forward?
Oh, I definitely think I have what it takes. I always had that chip on my shoulder. So, like, no matter what situation I'm put in, I feel like I'm always going to come out on top. I've always been the underdog, and there's always been, like, questions about me. But I know, like, just in here, like, the heart and the belief I got in myself and the confidence, I feel like I'm able to accomplish anything if I put my mind to it.
Andy and then Courtney.
Hey, Christian, congratulations, my man. Welcome to the Vikings. Hey,
It sounds a little weird. Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
All right. Well, welcome to the Vikings, Christian. I appreciate it. Hey, I was reading that you only had one Division I offer coming out of high school and 2-star recruit. You just mentioned chip on your shoulder. How much does it drive you, and how much has that chip driven you to this point?
Oh, just like waking up every day, going to prep school, just knowing like all the teams who slept on me, and just knowing like where I wanted to go and what I knew I could do. Just having that real self-confidence in yourself. So you gotta block out like all the outside noise. There's gonna be people who's gonna ride with you or not ride with you. But you just gotta stay level-headed, and I feel like it motivates me every day. Like whether it's a workout, it's like anything I'm doing is definitely motivating me to be a better person.
Courtney and then Ben.
Hey, Christian, Mike Zimmer said that they were looking not just for athletic pass blockers, but also someone who can hold his own with the size. I mean, you're 6'5", 322. Knowing the type of speed rushers, pass rushers you're going to face here in the NFC North, how do you think that's going to help you, hold your own at that left tackle spot against, some pretty good defensive ends?
I feel like it'll help me a lot. Just going against those guys, like in practice, my teammates for sure. That's going to start off there, but like in the division, I feel like it'll definitely help me a lot. Just going against those type of guys.
Ben and then Sam.
Hey, Christian, as far as fitting a zone blocking scheme, as a guy that has the size that you do, what is the key for you to being kind of in that spot and still being mobile enough to kind of get to the second level in the defense?
It's definitely the feet work for sure. Got great feet and just staying low. It's like low man wins all the time. So as long as you got your good feet, like if you got that second foot in the ground, I feel like you're going to win every block if you're staying low. Then like getting to the second level, it's always about knowing where that defender's going to be and not always like going to where he's at. So just like knowing like where that linebacker is going to go, like just based off the play. We got an outside zone. to the right, linebacker will shoot fast to the right. So just being like in the right spots for sure.
Sam, and then open for more questions after that. Put your name in the chat, please.
Yeah, Christian, you took on some teams with some pretty great edge rushers last year. Do you think you took a step of improvement that allowed you to be a first-round draft pick?
From the 2019-2020 season? Oh, for sure. Yeah. I feel like COVID really helped me a lot too. 4 of us in the house for like 5 months or whatever, and it's just like going to the fields and just working out together and just getting better at things that we need to get better in. And it's like I really feel like I took that to a huge advantage, and it showed this past season.
Hey, Christian, you just cut out just briefly there at the beginning. Can you just say again who you were working out with?
Oh, I'm sorry. So during the quarantine, it was 4 offensive linemen, three of my offensive line buddies at Virginia Tech. We stayed at a house, and we had a garage. Do like plays some days, condition and everything. So I definitely feel like I made a huge jump from 2019 to 2020.
Andy?
Hey, Christian. So we know you're going to be blocking for Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook. Kind of what are your first impressions from afar? I mean, Dalvin and Kirk are kind of something special. So how much have you kind of seen the Vikings, and how exciting is it to block for those 2 guys?
Man, I've actually watched the Vikings a couple of times, and it's just like I know they have a top 10 offense, if I'm not mistaken. So just like watching like Dalvin Cook hit the hole and like break for like a 60-yard run, it's like you're saying to yourself like, look, I want to be blocking for a guy like that. Seeing Kirk Cousins throwing like a deep ball to Justin Jefferson, and it's like explosive plays happening all across the field. From anybody who's on the field, like you want to play in that type of offense.
Lindsay?
Off of that, the Vikings have a fairly young offensive line group. Are you familiar with any of the other offensive men, and just what are you being part of the group?
Can you say it one more time?
I'm sorry, I'll try it again. So just kind of building off of that last question, the Vikings have a fairly young offensive line group. Are you familiar with any of the other offensive linemen on the team right now? And just what are you looking forward to about being part of that group?
I'm not familiar with any of them right now, but here in the next hours, I definitely will be. But just I always want to bring like a energetic, just like a guy who they know who's going to work hard for everything that I want, basically. I know like nothing's given to me, and I know that just coming out of high school and everything like that. So they're going to get a hard worker, and I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Jeff?
Hey, Christian, congratulations. Welcome to Minnesota. You kind of touched on it a little bit in your opener, but what was the moment like to hear your name called at number 20, at number 23, and to have your NFL dream realized, and who were you able to celebrate it with tonight?
Man, that moment was surreal. Like I said, just like growing up as a kid and just watching the NFL drafts and knowing like 1% of like, I don't know, high school or college kids make it to this level. So just knowing like you got to beat the odds for sure, and just knowing like I beat them and to be drafted in the first round really was just like a dream come true in a way. And having my family with me there definitely was a great moment to them, because like they've been a part of me with my whole journey, and it was a great moment for sure.